Hello, all. Welcome back to Melanin Madam. Happy Tuesday. Happy Speedy Week. I can't believe it's already Tuesday. I really feel like it should be Monday tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. And I'm thinking that before every show that I'm going to remind everybody, don't let anybody that looks like this, that's a man or a woman for that matter, tell you it's something wrong with you. That's my PSA. For probably for the rest of this year. So, welcome in. I'll have our co-host introduce herself, and then we'll get started with the bullshit.
After I almost had a loss of word. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody had a good day today.
I did. I did. I had a good day. So, update on the neighbors. I ain't seen the husband, by the way. I ain't seen him. So, I mean, sorry. Bad part for me. I have these birds that sit outside my window, and I love to sit in my office and work like the little people that make all the money and they don't have a care in the world. It's a little bird family. Child, the bird family is gone. Poor bird family.
God.
She scared that bird away. That woman meant business. Okay. So let's start tonight. Let's see. We are going to start with actually tonight's topics are about Mr. Netta because I would really like to understand if you are a man, born a man, and every time that you go out and in your house, you have on nails, you wear wigs, you wear makeup, you wear all of those things, then the natural correlation would be that you're trying to be a Black woman, right? So nothing has changed. Okay. Well, in case you missed Thursday's show, let me show you what Mr. Miss Netta said and then doubled down on and then told us we need to apologize. Jesus. Who raised you?
Right.
This is to all the Black African American women. Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me. Okay? And then you want to put it out there, Miss Netta don't like Black women, but that's what she's trying to be. No, it's not. I ain't trying to be no motherfucking Black woman. Because I can say some of the baddest things about some Black ass women that I know. So hell no, I ain't trying to be no Black woman. If that's the case, I want to be a white woman. Because they more smarter. Because y'all act so damn ignorant and act like y'all don't know how to get shit. And y'all then you want to sit up and want shit given to you all the damn time. But then you want to cry about it. So don't look at me and don't try to belittle me because I get on here and I fuss at you motherfuckers because y'all get on here, y'all do it. Ain't no white women on my page disrespecting me, cussing me out and all up in me and my husband business. Hell no, because they know how to mind their damn business, but you bitches don't. And then when I get on y'all ass, oh yeah, like Black women. Bitch, no, I just don't like you. Okay? That be my point. I don't like you. It ain't about no Black women or men. Because guess what? I get on the motherfucking men's too. And I know you see that. So it ain't just about no Black women. So just put it out there and say Miss Netta don't like Black people. Okay? That's the case. I'd rather for you to say it like that than just to say I don't like Black women. Just say I don't like Black people. Shit. That's what I be sitting there saying like, oh my God. But y'all will get it together one day. I don't care. I don't care what's going on in y'all house.
You'll get it together one day, Ro. Now, how does that make you feel as a Black woman?
It really don't make me feel no kind of way. But if I was a
Right on.
follower of her and whatever you want to say, it will make me feel some kind of way. I entertained them, but I would never be no one to pay no money to go see them or nothing, even before this. So if I was somebody that was really on them, a fan, I would say. If I was a fan, then I would be offended. But I'm not even a fan. Like, I look at their stuff to giggle or something, but it don't make me nothing because, first of all, we know that you want to be a black woman. Period, point blank. If you didn't want to be a black, because you are black, you can't pass for nothing else but black.
Mm-hmm.
You wear wigs, you get your makeup done, you have nails on, and when you go out to do your meet and greets and all that stuff, you wear a dress. So what else could you try to be? That's not a black man. So I wouldn't even entertain nobody like that. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Literally, you need to go seek counseling because you don't know what you want to be. You identify as a black woman because what else? You can't be a white woman. It wouldn't even make me no mind. That's why I say everybody being mad about it. But it's like, she the one. All y'all got to do is counsel them. Don't follow them no more. Don't do none of that stuff. I wouldn't even get mad about nothing like that because we all know that she wants to be a black woman. Period. Point blank.
Why do you keep calling him she? He's
I don't know, girl.
Woman.
I don't even know because something.
We got used to it.
I got used to them saying that's what
Out
they
of respect for pronouns and stuff.
Yeah. So he, but that's what I'm saying. But you're dressed with dresses and stuff. That's not what he do. So
well, so she was.
And then you were, like I said last week, you an ugly lady. You an ugly man, ugly lady. You ugly on both sides. Being a man and a lady, you're ugly. It's some men that look better as women. Like, oh, he actually do look good as a woman. And there be some of them that you be like, he might as well be a man because he's actually a handsome man. But you're ugly both ways, as a man and as a woman. So you shouldn't even have nothing to say.
So I do have a question. My only question is, how is the page still up? If Tia page get taken down, if we do something, we'll get a strike and we don't even know that we did it. It don't even be nothing all like that. How is that page not taken down?
I thought that page did get taken down. It didn't?
It's suspended until the 1st or something like that. What is that, like 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, like
from whenever that was. It was over the weekend.
But so their page just got suspended, but Tia's page got taken down.
Tia's page got taken down, and she was trying to have somebody get it back, but with her, as soon as people found out what her thing was, she got all her people back, so she really didn't care. But Charles' page didn't get taken down because over the weekend, Young T was on live, and Charles was in the comments.
I seen that.
She said, "Oh, you loosened that faja and you came back." Leave that man alone with his faja. So let me tell you, people been trying to get through to Netta. Here's my problem. If you want to do things for content, I'm not mad. We all do. It's been happening since the days of the Inquirer. Let's not act like it don't happen. My only concern is, why are you act like you trying to get through to somebody who says men's, somebody who blatantly told you, I don't like you, somebody who doubled back down and said what they said. Why are you doing interviews with this person? Like, you have no more standards than that person has to me, because I would never sit on the couch with him, ever. Mm-hmm. So if you canceling that person, why are you then talking to that person? You're not canceling them. That's just me.
But who's still talking to them?
Oh, you want to see?
Yeah. You see, I'm saying I don't follow them, so I don't know.
I don't follow them. Remember, I told you I only will see what comes up on somebody else's content, so it'll be in my timeline. So I just saw this one because apparently we need to apologize.
So she needs Tia to cuss her out again.
I don't understand. Okay, here we go.
Even a humanoid woman, you're a crackhead. This is all.
Oh my God.
I feel like where you went wrong at is you start taking that clout and you start just jumping in the scene like you just was all that and had it going on. You start degrading people that were commenting, you felt like you were just on top of the world, like you was over everybody. Baby, we didn't deserve that. And then for you to say what you said yesterday, like that lady just said, you have so many black women that watch you on a daily, that support you thoroughly, through and through. But when you said that shit you said yesterday, and I ain't gonna sit here and just, like she said, attack you, but I'm pissed off. Okay? That was very wrong. That was very wrong. And they can stand on here and say all that, oh, well, we ain't trying to this, and that. No, ma'am. Because you got to stand on what you said. And if you really want the support of the black women and the black community, you need to thoroughly apologize. Just sitting on here crossing your hands and nodding your head, just acting like you listening, ain't going to cut it this time. We are so sick and tired of you content creators saying, oh, black women this, black women that, black. So what are you trying to do? Because I have never seen a white person on your lives. I've never seen a white person in your follows. We need a full-on, straight-up apology, not just sitting here listening to respond. You make women want to get up and go do something and put a little wig on or something.
I'm taking accountability of what I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm taking accountability of everything that you are saying. And first of all, I'm gonna start out by saying, like, I'm not gonna apologize on here, because if I apologize on here, then what they're gonna say, they're gonna take it and run with it, and they're gonna.
But why not though? But why not though?
It was wrong. It was. But it was wrong. But the part that you heard was wrong. But what I want you to do, if you're gonna want me to take accountability for what all the other stuff that everybody else that had going on.
But Netta, they are reacting to what you are putting out.
He don't get it, and that's what I meant to say in the beginning.
Go ahead.
You asked me that ain't no white people on your page. So your only followers are black people. Maybe you have some white drag queens or something on there, but it's all black women that follow you and your fake husband.
Gabe is the only white person that watches him. He drags the shit out of him and told him he was going to take Charles from him. That's when Netta started getting upset. When Charles started getting all of this attention. Let's just be honest. I'd like to say, for the black women that I represent on my little small cute platform, we don't want no apology. Who wants an apology? He gave his apology. He said
what he said.
That's all I'm saying. And how somebody tell you to apologize for what you did, and you tell them to apologize for what America and everybody else did.
Yeah, like she said, they going off of your actions. That's why they doing that. It wasn't nobody saying that from the beginning. My thing is, she should have just stuck to Charles, your lunch is ready. She should have just did that. Now, if they wanted to do, what do you call it? Not meet and greets, or is that when they go out and do public appearances or whatever?
Either meet and greet, or you mean like when the club paid him to come?
Yeah, what is that called?
Hosting?
Yeah, if they gonna do meet and greet and hostings and all that, they could have did that. But to do other stuff, I don't know. I think it got to. Think it did get to their head. Not, and it ain't really Charles. It's Miss Netta. So I can't even put Charles in this at all. He's guilty by default just because he messing with that ugly man. But it's her, him, she, it. It's it.
That's a little tongue-tied, are you?
Like, it's I can't say. That's why I keep saying her, because she wear all them dresses. Whatever she want to be. It's her. So it's like, you stand on business. You meant everything that you said. You said you want to be a white woman. It's a lot of black men that's gay that want to be white women. I would like to have a white woman's life. I would like to have a white woman's life. Their life. But I don't want to be a white woman, but I would love to have a rich white woman.
Only the parts of their life that I want. I want to pick it like a vending machine, because I quite like being a black woman. I just want to wake up and be like, oh my God, I am so happy. That's what I want. Other than that, I'm good. Yeah, I don't.
I'll say my skin color and I'll have their little rich life.
I don't know. But what I can tell you is I'm also tired of people pumping that motherfucker up, because did you really just say, yes, you make women want to cook for their men? Yes, you make women want to put on wigs and do better? Dear ma'am.
Well, that must be somebody.
Don't speak for us.
Girl, first of all, I don't want to cook for nobody.
First of all, I don't want to put on a wig.
I will wear a wig when I want to wear a wig, but seeing your ugly, crunchy face in a wig do not make me want to put on no wig. And the show don't make me want to cook. The food that you be cooking don't even look good. Like, it literally was like it's an act. Your lunch is ready and you
I
sing.
think it was. Because that didn't look like real. I tried to make this food because they're from the South. That food should have looked much better.
Exactly. And then you being a man too, men really be the ones cooking now. It don't really be the women, it's the men now that be cooking. And it's a lot of good chefs out there. They food be looking good because I be scrolling through Instagram and be hungry in the middle of the night looking at all the food that these men be making. And do they make me want to get in there and cook? No, it makes me wish that I lived closer so I could be like that other man on TikTok that be knocking.
If I lived in Atlanta, I gained every single pound that I have lost back.
I cannot live in Atlanta. On their door with my plate, like,
baby, I'm telling you, we going in 2 weeks. I'm on a countdown. I done started not eating already in preparation for the weight I'm going to gain. I'm going to get off the plane and I'm going to get a rent-a-car and I'm going straight to Big Daddy's. Then
where are you going?
Huh?
Where are you going?
Atlanta.
Oh, is it already?
Right? It's in 2 weeks. I just got a thing on my calendar today.
Oh,
so y'all, if I got a bun in my head, don't judge me because I've been busy.
Get through you, I still want to go out there because I still want to go to old whatever Candy's mom and them restaurant.
No, you don't.
They said it's good. What about the other one, Blaze?
Think I'm gonna try another one? I'm not trying that.
Well, what about Rashida's place?
Now, I do want to try that one. But for me, I like the hole in the wall places. So that's the other thing that I don't like about this Mr. Charles. We grew up in Pomona. So to me, some of the best qualities that we have is that we're regular. I love going to a good upscale place for the ambiance, for the pictures, for having fun, and for feeling grown. Right? That's why I like to go to those places. Do I technically go to those places knowing, oh, this food is going to be good? I actually don't.
No,
I don't. But if I'm going to go somewhere on a date, I like to go to La Paloma. I like to go to El Merendero. I like going to our regular places, like the place that's the hole in the wall. That's the kind of stuff that I like. Listen, I like my food to taste good. I'm a regular person. So all of that starting to call people broke and doing all that other shit, I don't understand.
And they well, I won't say all of them, a lot of them do that too. When people call them out like, with your broke ass.
Oh, they do.
But the fans are the reason why you have money. So it'd be certain people I feel like that blow up like Netta that shouldn't have. Now it's certain people that have blowed up that I do feel like, okay, I'm happy they did. Like the girl Risa Tisa. She's a person that I'm happy that she made it big because she's still humble and stuff and
doing everything that she promised with the money that was given to her, all of that. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it'd be certain people that I be feeling and they should not have made it, but it just think in our society, gay men and stuff, black women, we put them up there. We the ones that make them big like that. It'd be us. And it really be with the gay community. And so that's why a lot of guys be having a problem with that. Be like, y'all the ones that make them what they are because y'all support them. We're
the ones that make y'all who y'all are too. So everybody want to tell us not to be nice to people except for them. Because technically black women are nice to every single person, every single race, every single type of person. That's who we are. Y'all all want to tell us not to be nice to the next person. No. How about you train your kids to learn discernment and to learn that you don't have to give somebody the shirt off your back and you don't have to be nice to people that don't deserve it. How about you start there? How about you tell them not to be nice to some of y'all because some of y'all don't deserve it, which is a perfect segue to the next topic because there's some trash ass mamas out there. Let me tell you, because my question has always been, if the daddy is absent, then how did he make these kids have these bad ass habits? The most he could do is have abandonment issues, feeling disappointed, things like that. But your habits, your behavior, how you talk, your mannerism, your respect, your education. If your mama there, don't it come from her? Now, here's the caveat. Don't come from me. Because I see some of y'all mamas being really good mamas And these kids, I think they need medication. I think they do. Just go ahead and get them some. Bro, quick caveat too. You asked the question, do we think that that 12-year-old who unalived her 8-year-old cousin should be tried as an adult?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a prison here where the kids go. They don't go over there with the adults until they turn 18. They stay with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
In there was a younger, well, he went in when he was 12, actually. And when he went in when he was 12, he unalived his mother and his father. And right. And he didn't get treated fairly, but he said he liked at least being able to be over there because they were safer there. They really did get treated like kids. But then there was another one. And he was like, I did X, Y, and Z and I liked it. It gave me an adrenaline rush. Sir, you're grown now. You're still saying that. Are you trying to get out or no? Because they shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I can see, and can't nobody make me change my mind on that. If she wouldn't have cleaned her little cousin up and then positioned her to make it seem like she was asleep and went back to sleep, then it would be different. Like if she did it and then start freaking out like, grandma, I did this. Then I could be like, okay, she didn't know what
it's
she
an
was doing.
accident, right?
Yeah, but for her to do that and then went back to sleep peacefully
and cleaned up the scene like she was on CSI.
No,
I think she should be tried as an
no,
adult.
she needs to go to jail for the rest. I don't. Maybe she do need to go to a psych facility to be checked out, but no, she don't need no slap on the wrist for that. No.
What do y'all think in the comments?
And then that had to be her first cousin if they was at the grandma house. That was both of their grandma.
I do like that they keeping the intricate details out of the media as much. Nobody is talking because that is a direct family member. We don't know if that's two sisters and it's their kids.
Yeah, we don't know. All we know is that was their grandma. That's all we know.
That's
but
all
I can just assume if you got the same grandma that's a first cousin.
Right. I would too, but that's really sensitive.
You really don't know. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't care, sister or not. If your child did that, girl, and low key, you could go to jail too with your child.
But what I'm saying is you got to think that the person's mother of the one who did it, the 12-year-old's mom, she lost her niece too. So she's
okay.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. They all have double hurt.
Yeah.
They all have double hurt. So you can't.
And then a grandma for it to happen at her house. I know that's just
Jesus. And it's like you saw it. You was able to go back and look at the camera and see what happened. I don't think anybody should comment and say what they would do because you're on both sides. And I think some people can because they're not really good or close family like that. So it don't matter to them.
I feel like can nobody make me change my mind. She needs to be
She's psychologically crazy. Do you want her to unalive you over a phone? Y'all fought over a phone?
And a lot of these kids act crazy over these phones.
They do.
It's been kids that try to unalive their parents. Oh, just think, was that this year or last year, that little black boy that did that, unalived his mom, banged her, and then when they talking to him on the phone, talk about do they have his Xbox or whatever it was? Did it come in the mail?
The police was dragged down the street. What did he say? Y'all got my phone?
Yeah.
Son, that's what it was. Your daddy was just pow next to you and you asking about a phone?
Yeah, that's what he did. He banged the mom, and then when he knew that she was unalive, got her phone and ordered the Xbox. And then when he was in jail, he asked the grandma or whoever it was, like, did his Xbox come? Like, not, boy, you don't care that you just unalived your mom. And I think he was younger than 12.
Well, the youngest one that we found so far is 8 that unalived. What was it? 3 cousins, babies. The youngest was 9 months and gave the service himself. He hit the bodies. So
I don't care that them kids like that. Some of them may have remorse, but for you to do that, what she did, you girl, no, I don't care. Nope.
If
Oh,
we can't watch a movie like that, how did you just unalive your real live cousin and you weren't completely distraught? How did you do that?
went back to sleep. Went back to sleep peacefully. Went
I
back to
wonder
sleep.
if she could have been saved if she would have, if, because isn't it a different charge, you guys? If you could have been saved and they didn't save you, isn't that another charge?
That's what I don't know if it was, if that is or not, but I do. That's what I'm saying. If she would have showed some kind of distress or remorse after she did that, then it would be totally different. But for her actions, no.
Mhm. Well, let's listen to trigger warning. If you have any issues with a parent or being talked to a certain way or anything like that, this is a trigger warning. What I will say from personal experience, not with a parent, um, some of us need to heal the child in us, and you need to apologize to that child. Some of us need to have conversations with our parents because it wasn't them, but it was somebody else. And it's really no different than SA. It's really not. It's not. Sometimes the things that have been said to you can really hurt you to your core and change the trajectory of your life. So if that is the case, um, take your life back. You deserve it. Some people they need medication. Here we go.
She told everybody to come on the 1st. Everybody know my birthday the 31st, right? Right. Right. Get what, y'all? I still let her in my rental house. I still let her come in the rental house. I still was okay with it. And then she sit at the table where I'm at. And she at my shit. She at my rental. Because I rented the property. Sit in the place we had and say, you don't even like me no motherfucking way. I said, well, if I don't like you, why you over here? Why you over here? What? Exactly. I can't keep getting hurt by this lady, man. It's a wrap. You ain't got to be proud of me. I hope she see the video. I hope somebody go tell her, girl, I wish you the best in everything you do. I don't know what your problem is, but I ain't never did that to you. All I did was became everything you said I wasn't going to be. Remember, I was going to be a hoe from Kirkwood with a house full of kids. And remember how much you used to tell me, don't tell nobody that you were my mother. All my life as a child, you told me, don't tell nobody you my mama. So now that I'm grown and I'm handling my business, I got to tell nobody that you my mama. I don't got to tell nobody you my mama is left here. So, ain't for sympathy. Stop. It's okay, just stop. You ain't never had my back. You ain't never been there for me. You go against me.
That's sad.
That's very sad. And
But I wish people wouldn't put all their stuff on
so
social
let
media.
me tell you, let me start. Shekinah don't ever put her stuff out there. What happened was her mother put it out there and was bad mouthing her and saying all of this stuff. So she finally defended her.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't. So it's actually like 5 minutes long. But that's what started it. She defended herself and has decided to cut her ties and not hide her abuse anymore from her mom. Because her mom, you want to make your parents proud. You prove them wrong. You feel like at one point, for whomever it is that has put you in this box, you feel like when you arrive at that point, at some point you're going to hear, I'm proud of you, I'm sorry, something like that. Well, unfortunately, that may not happen. You have to forgive some people in order to move forward. And you got to forgive them knowing is something wrong with them. And they may never be able to give you that apology because the reverse may happen. They may be banking on you being that person, because why is it always a couple of people out of a family that gets picked out? But it's not even the ones that should be picked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the fast one that you calling fast. It's the one who probably reminds you most of yourself and you wish you would have did better, and you upset because they're getting treated better than you. This stuff sometimes goes back generations. Maybe their mom didn't treat them like that, but you're the granddaughter and now you're being treated well. So your own mother, your own aunt is jealous of you. I think is horrible, but based on what we see, that could be the only reason that makes sense. And then forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, because I know when you hit a certain age, for me, you have to forgive yourself because you're mad. Like, I can't believe I let what somebody else told me take all this time away from me. Because look at Shekinah, she don't have no husband. She's not even thinking about one. She don't have kids. I can relate to that one. I'm not gonna be that hoe. I'm not gonna be that single mom. I'm not gonna be nothing that certain people said that I could be. You don't notice it till you notice it. Just forgive yourself. That's it. That's all you can do. But don't allow it to take more time away from you. But that is horrible.
That is.
I can't imagine. Now, and this is the thing too. Celebrities are human. They have things going on too. So when they do break down or do any of those things, it's the right thing to do to have compassion for them. It's the right thing to do to stop and pray like you would do for anybody else, because not everybody is doing something for clout. They're not. Everyday people is making videos until they become big, and you go back and look, and they was making videos like us when a couple of people are watching. So it's not just because you became famous, or I mean, now Tyrese, that's different.
Girl, he get on my nerves.
Aquarius men is hard.
No, he's not Aquarius. He's a Capricorn.
It's a Capricorn. Oh Lord, thank you.
That's why I always be saying, I pray to God, Amir don't act like him. Like, boy, we'll be fighting me and Amir. You not about to be doing all that. And it's okay for you to, and that's what people get different from him. I don't mind that he shows his feelings and all that stuff. He just go too far. Like, go see a therapist. You do not got to put everything on the internet and put a whole book.
No,
you have enough money to seek help, so go do it.
And the covenant of a marriage is supposed to be between you and your spouse, and we know way too much.
I don't even know how he got a girlfriend, because I'm like, you're not about to keep talking about your ex-wife, and you got.
He showed them with gifts. That's how. But
I really couldn't deal with that. You needed to get over that. I understand your wife hurt you. I understand. I can understand why he was hurt. I can understand,
because she brought other people with her, and she wasn't telling the truth, like, at all. And
yeah, so I can understand why he was hurt. But you need to go seek help.
Or think of a better way to do it, because that didn't solve anything. It kept feeding her narrative. But do I understand why he did it?
Yeah,
I understand 900%, because we actually called it while it was playing out. Like, something ain't right. We called it. And most women that's paying attention could have called it, but because people was paying attention so much, it's better to just, especially as a man, as much as you can, sit back and allow that other person to keep doing shit, and you keep acting right, and it will prove itself. Or talk about it in a better way, because the way that he was doing it, attacking a woman ain't gonna never make you look good. Trying to make her look bad ain't gonna make you look good. It's just not. It's a double standard. That's the way it works. It's sad though, because that shit was wild too. Now let's listen to Sierra's mom. This is why foster care is flooded. So if you're interested in being a foster parent, pray on it and then do so. There are plenty of children who need it. Here we go.
You not really, hoe. Shut the fuck up. If anything happens, it's on your ass, hoe.
Listen to you.
It's dumbass shit.
Listen. Listen to you. You the one who started all this stuff.
With the same shit.
You
kept turning into shit. You don't never want to be wrong.
Ma, listen to you.
You wrong.
Ma, you started all of this. You talked about me to D. Told all my business to D.
Bitch, you stood up there and told me in front of your nigga, hoe. The fuck is you saying, bitch? I should have beat the fucking shit out your ass.
You should have beat your kids. You should have beat the rest of your kids too.
I should have beat your ass too.
You should have beat the rest of your kids. I don't even bother you for money. You talk about all your kids, you turn us all against each other.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
You turn everybody against each other.
What you do wrong?
You turn everybody against each other. You dog all your kids out. You just said you.
And all that was because I did see that, but you know I don't be watching Love and Hip Hop, so I'm like, I don't know if that was part of the thing, but all that was over because the mama didn't like her gift. Mm-hmm. What kind of gift was it? Did they ever say? No, I just wanted to know what kind of gift it was.
Oh, I don't know.
That she was that upset.
It looked like, well, in the listen, I have seen mothers in real life do that to their daughters and their sons. I've seen it. Like, oh, you bought that bitch this, but this is what you bought me. We know a perfect example. Mm-hmm. Didn't even bury their child appropriately because they were still jealous of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. She used to hear things like that all the time. This shit is real. This is your homegirl. This is your sister. This is your cousin. Do y'all sit by and let your homegirls act like that? Because this is where men say we don't take accountability. This is why I say that it's not technically the woman that they're dating. This shit was already happening. And the truth is, there are a great deal of parents that don't want to take responsibility because what they're hearing is, I'm responsible for being a bad parent. Mm-hmm. If you truly try, you're not a bad parent. Even if you was on drugs, that was an addiction, right? But if you have changed, you should come to your kids at some point when you get better. Don't be sweeping stuff under the rug no more. Don't nobody want to do that shit no more. That doesn't work for people anymore. Come to your child and talk to your child. They're always going to be your child, right? We can't get smart with you. We can't do all of these things. Then don't you think you owe it to your child to say, I did the best that I could. This is what happened. I'm sorry that it happened. It should have never happened. I wanted more for you. And build your adult relationship with them. See, that's where the accountability is. And make more of it about the apology. Even tell your story. Share your story with your child, because do you know how many girls have the same story as their mom, or the same story as what happened to their mom from their dad? And I don't know how that ends up happening, but you end up with the same type of things. And it really does happen. And you don't have a clue what happened before you. Mm-hmm. Or subconsciously, I don't know, but you don't really think that you know. How do you feel like your child owe you something and you still never gave them what they needed? Even if you gave them everything they needed, your child don't owe you shit. When we become of age and make our own money, we don't owe you nothing. Okay? What is it saying? Yeah, we don't owe you anything. And no, that's not me. That's my mother. Jesus. Is committing fraud under my name. No, I don't understand. And you see this for me. And again, when you say things like, well, I mostly see it with this race, it's because you are that race and you are from that particular.
I see that with everybody. I can't even say that's a race. Like a racing, I literally see that with all races. I can't even just say that's just us. Sometimes
you see other races where the husband, where it's a mother being involved with the husband and the wife, because that's what I was
business. Being in a business,
and saying things like that. Why do you do that for her? Like trying to be number one, even if they're married, trying to be number one. I see it in Caucasian, and I see it in Black. I don't see it so much in
No, I don't see it. I see
Mexican
Caucasian
family.
and Black, but as far as them being in their business, like, oh, this is what you need to do, and you the wife, so you supposed to be doing this for my son. I see. That's what
Oh,
I'm
I
saying.
see that in every race.
Yeah, in every race, but as far as stuff like that, yeah, it's probably just really the Blacks and whites. Yeah,
That's what I see the most.
yeah,
Uh,
that's
but it could be in other races, but I don't really see it in other races, but other races also have more structure. Like
true.
if you're going into an Indian family, they tell you off the rip what you're gonna do. It's already aligned. Everybody's doing the same shit. You're gonna do that too. And if you don't want to do that, oftentimes you'll get put out of the family. So you're making a decision not to be in the family if you're not going to do it that way.
Yeah,
But I think that's a terrible position to put your child in.
it is.
Why do you think that there are some, it's mostly women, women that you got to enjoy your life, you got to live your life, you got to do
Mhm.
whatever you wanted to do. And now that your child is of age, you want to fall under their umbrella and make them do everything for you. You won't let them lead their life. You're extra critical. Why do you think some moms do that to their daughters or their son?
I have no idea. I don't understand it because I only have one child, so I have no idea. That's a
Do you
question
have
that
any friends that was like, see, here's the thing, y'all. It's a lot of things that even with my profession, I don't have experience with because it's not, I didn't notice it was around me until I noticed it was around me. So
well,
now,
yeah, I've had parents that was more on their other kids than I could say that with me. My mom was more strict on me than my others. Well, Shatia, because we 18 months apart. I can't really say my older brother and sister because it's such a big age gap. But me and Shatia, my mom was way more stricter on me than she was on Shatia. Shatia got away with a lot of stuff, and to this day, I don't know why. I don't know
because
why.
she's the youngest, Taisha got away
Well,
with
yeah,
way
it's
more
that.
too. Taisha should have been gut punched like a lot of times.
Yeah, so I don't know why she did that, but she'll say now like she know that I'm one
You
that
always want to listen.
know that she don't never have to worry about.
Mm.
But as far as why, mm-mm.
I agree. I don't think that you should ever never do those things either. If you can't respect it, then walk away. I also, well, that's my mom. She can attest to it. From It's really crazy. I was thinking about this last night during my insomnia. Um, Everybody knows I had two dads. I had one that was my daddy until I found out that he wasn't. Thank you to the family member that decided to tell me that on your own. I would have never known that. I actually look like him too. And then I have a biological dad. But of all the memories that I can remember with him, not the women around him, I love my daddy. He was a good daddy when he was there.
Right.
And I remember him being my mom's friend. I remember things like that. It's crazy how you remember things like that, but they don't always translate to you being an adult because it matters the people that are around you as well and those things that they do because other adults around could also make you see things that are not there by the little smart shit that they say when your parents is not there or things like that. But even when the rubber hit the road with my dad, because after I found out that he wasn't my dad, oh, I was angry. And I think that's when I stopped being a child too. I was really angry. Um, because then you start to notice how things look different. But it wasn't from him. Again, I still didn't like it. Um, Mama, I don't need to know about where sperm went. That's nasty. I
And that
depend.
still wasn't even that person's place to do that. I hate when people in
It wasn't. It wasn't.
families
And
do
it
that.
was.
Like you don't
It
even
really,
think
really
about the child, what you're doing. You just being
didn't think about me at all. That
yeah.
wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. And it took me a long time to forgive that person as well, because at the same time that person told me, that person abandoned me. But what I was saying was, when my level of disrespect, even with him, was me shutting down. That's when I first started shutting down and stopped responding, because to my mom's point, even through all of that, my mama wasn't going to let me disrespect any adult. And even when the rubber hit the road and it was a final blowout, you can ask my mom, she's here. I didn't say anything back. Things was being said to me, but I didn't get smart back. So that is in the Bible, and it is possible. I've seen some situations where people want to go toe to toe though, but it is possible to just walk away from that parent and cut it off, like Shekinah was doing. Notice neither one of those girls was talking to, like, Shekinah wasn't even talking to her mom, but she still wasn't that bitch this or that bitch that. And then Sierra was talking to her mom, and her mom was calling her all of those things, and she still didn't say anything back. Just like we say, we didn't choose to be here. We didn't pick these parents.
Right.
We didn't pick them. So technically, you can detach from anybody that is not good for you. Anybody. Does it suck? Of course it does. Doesn't feel good, because you're wondering, why would you give me somebody that I have to detach from? But this is like, don't spend too much time worrying about that. Spend a little more time enjoying the people around you that love you. But I think that is absolutely asinine. Some of the you doing this, I don't understand. I think it's really messed up. And to see Shekinah cry like that broke my heart.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for me. Cause child, they don't change. I will say that I haven't actually met a single mother that has changed from being like that. That was like that.
No, they don't be like that. Once you get like that, it's a wrap. Like, I can't see nothing changing. You would have to go on to what's her name? Fix My Life. Ayana Fix My Life or something. You need to see somebody like that can maybe get into the mama's head that you are wrong. But just
I wonder if people left that person alone sooner. So you know how they say, if you starve a bad habit, that bad habit will go away. I wonder if people didn't feed into it, would that person stop a lot longer? Because I think maybe they get stronger because the kids, the family, or whoever's involved keeps trying to get that person to approve of them. So they keep trying to do different things. So basically they know they can manipulate you to do different things in their favor, because you just want their love or whatever it is that you want from them. So you just keep going. I don't know. This is true. They don't see the way they act is wrong. How they don't see that in your child is
that's what I'm
crying.
saying. They would have to go to a therapist. That they would have to go to somebody like that to tell them you are wrong, or somebody in the family needs to tell them that. But most of the times people won't get involved in stuff like that. But that's when you need to be like, you're wrong. That's your child. Whatever happened. I've seen
them cuss the person out.
Yeah, I've seen parents that were on drugs, and then they were not good parents to their kids, but after they got their life right, and
they were good grandparents.
Yeah, they was great grandparents. So it's like, it's ways that you can make up for being like that. But if you don't feel like you're doing nothing wrong, and just because you my mom, I'm not gonna say I don't owe you nothing, because I will give my mom everything. But it's
because
like
you earned it.
Yeah. But if
I'll give my mama the teeth out my head. But do I owe it to her? No. And I learned that from her, that I don't owe her anything. But would I give it to her? Yeah. So she intentionally don't tell me stuff.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, parents that was there for you, and you know that would do anything for you. Yeah, you can have anything, because you sacrificed a lot for me when we was growing up, and you made sure that we didn't go without. So yeah, you don't have to worry about none of that stuff. But if I had a mom that wasn't there for me, and
It is.
Yeah, that
It
is.
is because out
I
of
would
my
just leave that
two
perspective
dads,
alone. Like
the
it's not
dad
even.
I respect the most when I was younger, before I learned these things that are attached to my trauma, um, I respected the one that stayed away over the other one. Because to me, I thought at some point you were going to have to tell me I'm not biologically yours. So at some point you knew that there might be backlash. I might not care. Um, you knew something could happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you decided to just walk away instead of staying there trying to talk to me, something like that. Okay. I no longer respect you. So I've always respected the other one more until I got in contact with him. I have to tell you that story on another day, child, because I was just looking on paternity court.
Well, supposedly I need therapy too for that. So
I already got the therapy. And here's the
I
thing.
probably really do need to go, but
You think?
I know I do need to go. Maybe I'll make an appointment because I know I do need help with that. But I still don't despise them. It's just that it'd be a lot with me. I just don't understand stuff, and I be wanting people to explain it to me
Me
why.
too. Me
That's
too.
my thing. Like if you just tell me why, then maybe I could be like, okay, but for you to just act like everything is okay, but then I'll be wondering what is wrong with me that I'm 44 and that still bothers me. Like I don't understand it. Like why am I
Well, because
at
you haven't dealt with it yet. And we have
yeah,
we don't like unanswered questions.
yeah,
Aquarius
I
does
guess that's
not like
yeah.
anything unanswered that we
I
know.
don't like unanswered. You could tell me if you could tell me why you doing it, then I could be like, okay, but for
Even
you
if I don't agree, I'll still be like,
exactly.
okay.
But if for you not to say nothing to me and I don't know why, I hate that. I hate it.
We both
That's
know
something that
that. I hate unanswered questions. I'll pull up. We both know that, don't we?
I hate
I'm
that.
telling y'all, we need to have a trauma 101 course because this shit is wild. I swear. Do you know I have it's people that don't become parents because of the different things that traumatize
Mm-hmm.
them. And they refuse to traumatize another person, but they want to be a parent so bad, but they will not do it because they like, no, it never turns out
It's
right.
other
But
stuff that
something
happened to me.
happens.
Yeah, that's just like with me. I always been like I wanted to be a mom, but I knew what I went through as a child. I was like, I'll never let my child go through that. Like I would never. I can't imagine my child feeling the way I feel at 44. I just couldn't.
All we could do is talk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even as being part of the village, all you can do is talk because your kids grow up with you, right? So did I biologically have kids? No, I didn't. But my niece and nephew were with me every day of my life, and they were with me through all of those hard times. They felt some of those vibes when I was too busy and I was working and going to school, and they trying to talk to me, and I'm not completely paying attention. And I see their face, and it don't register to me to go and pay attention to them. I've doubled back and apologized for those things. Or when I was really strict and I would just fuss at them when they did something wrong the second or third time. I still told them they deserved to be fussed at, but I explained
Wow.
why. Right. And it was different from there. I think that the only thing we can do, and it heals us too, because we get to see our work is not over and why we're here, is that we make some of those corrections in how we deal with the babies in our lives. Even if you were aunt, even if you a cousin, even if you were a mom's friend, everything you say, every conversation that they overhear you having, that could have an impact on them. And if it
Mm-hmm.
does, you have to have those conversations because we feel the way we feel because so many things either have been said to us, done around us, or something. Most of our parents think that we didn't see half the shit that we saw, or
Right.
heard half the things that we heard, or felt their vibe.
Yeah, and then we
Not
remember stuff. It's a lot of stuff that I can remember from when I was like 5, 6, 10. Like I still remember that stuff. And it'd be like, how can I remember that? but it's something major that happened to me in my life, and I'm like, dang.
So I'll end tonight with some things that I can remember. I can remember that I had a turtle, and I'm pretty sure my mama told me that it ran away. But then when I got older, I thought to myself, how would a turtle run away? I remember I had a rabbit, and I think my uncle cooked it. And I remember I had a bird. I don't remember what happened to my bird. And I remember my mama killed my daddy fish when we went to Arizona in the summer, and she put too much water in the tank. And that poor
That was
little Oscar.
putting too much water.
Yeah, because he could remember the big fish tank we had in the corner, the 50-gallon one. If you fill it up to the top, the Oscar jumped out. So we came home and yeah, he jumped out. So he was on the floor. And then I remember the time I came home from elementary school. I went to Roosevelt, and my sister was sitting in my Barbie van. You know, the big Barbie van? I had a really big Barbie van. I had a lot of stuff. And on my side of the room, I always kept everything clean. And my sister would do these things. But because my sister didn't talk a lot and I talked a lot, I used to get in trouble. And then I'm going to end with, I remember the time my sister has that grease and water hair. So my mama combing her hair, and she said, who cut your hair? And Taisha said, Asian. Her hair wasn't cut. It was shrinkage. And I got a whipping for that. I got 3 whippings in my life, and that was one of them. And I remember the time, I'm sorry, just one more. Remember the time we was in Target, and my sister said I hit her. And I didn't hit her.
Girl, if I did stories like that, we'd go a whole...
I'm saying I could go forever.
Yeah, I remember this is one thing, and everybody be thinking I'll be lying when I say this. I'm like, I swear to God, y'all, that I seen UFOs.
There, you know it's true.
I seen.
Remember that summer I was on punishment.
I seen 2 UFOs, and I remember, and I'm not like, I'm telling you, people. Some people believe.
I believe you, bro.
I remember one time we was in LA, and we was at my mom's boyfriend's house, and I was in the backyard. We was in the backyard, and I was sitting. Me and Shatia was playing, and I seen it. It was coming like it really came low down to me, and I was like, Shatia. And then she was saying too low, so I read it there, and I'm like, when she came out, it had left. And I'm like, oh my God, it was a UFO. And I ran into my mom and her boyfriend, all of them looking at me like, Rashonda. I'm like, I swear, I'm telling y'all, it was a for real UFO. And then the second time, I remember I was at our house in Pomona, and I was sitting in the front yard, and it came close to me again. Nobody don't be believing me. Nobody believes me when I tell that. And then I remember when I was in the building, I had told one of my coworkers, and I was looking at them to see if they're gonna be like, they don't believe. They was like, I believe you. And I was like, for real? They was like, no, because I see them too. And I was like, oh my God. But that person was an Aquarius too. I don't know. I'm telling you, I was like, I see. Nobody believes me. Only some people believe.
I don't see UFOs. I see white butterflies, but I feel you.
Girl, I'm telling you, I seen the UFOs. That's why I believe in UFOs, because I seen it in my life. That's 2 things I can remember.
Well, I believe you. I believe that there are other things on this planet, because let me tell you, you know that song More Bounce to the Ounce? I'm probably going to hear that song in my sleep tonight, or on my way to work on somebody's motorcycle or somebody's lowrider. That was my daddy's song. I'm probably going to hear that song. Or I'm going to be in a mall and Mika or Mark is going to be in there. Or one of them always come back to visit me. I never get to hear their voice, but when they come back, it's all something that's attached to them. So I believe you. If we believe in God and angels, how can we not believe certain things? I mean, your UFO, maybe it has an angel on it. I don't know.
I don't know, because it always be coming. Then it come close to me.
You sure it's not a shooting star?
It was a UFO.
I believe you. That may be the first time I've ever lied to you in my life.
I'm telling you, people don't be believing me. I'm like, I'm telling y'all it was a
Do you
UFO.
believe her? Y'all ever saw a UFO? Y'all not gonna tell me because y'all know I'm gonna make a joke. I ain't gonna make a joke. If she saw the damn UFO, I believe her. Rose ain't crazy. She don't do sniff, so maybe she did.
No, not at all.
I believe you, Rose. I believe that UFOs are in LA especially. I do.
They probably only come to certain people.
I think so, because they can only trust certain people.
Right.
You
I don't
probably fed
know if
them.
they were trying to. They must have been trying to tell me something. And every time I'm screaming to tell somebody else to come look at it with me, and they leave.
We'll talk about this later.
All right.
So that's the end of our show for tonight. I'll be back Thursday at 9 p.m. Yes, I will be back this Thursday at 9 p.m. And I think that is it. Rose will be on tomorrow at 8. So you can catch her live as well. Please run this back in your sleep. As a matter of fact, just go to my channel, go to one of the folders, and just run the shit while you're asleep. Plug up your phone. It'll still be on 100. Mine be on 100. So I'm just telling you.
Mine do too.
I'm just saying. So would you like to say any closing remarks, Rose UFO?
I know.
Believe your kids when they tell you things.
Yes. Lord. I'm going to have to believe him here when he comes with me some crazy stuff. Because I'm like, okay.
And you know that's coming. Y'all, wait, before we go. So I came on early. And me and Bear came and sat down. He was like, oh, okay. And he's setting up his clothes. So me and him talking. And Ro came in like, who are you talking to? Because I'm always late. It was me. We was talking. She probably thought he was doing the show because he will do that. He'll come and sit in front of the station and just like start doing the show as if he's doing it. So will Harley. She does a whole YouTube intro that I'm supposed to play. I need to play it. So that is it. Have an amazing week. Have a good night. And thank you for joining this show. Goodbye.
Goodbye.